I hear this all the time in business, consulting circles about, learning to say no or making sure you say yes to the right things or whatever. I struggle with this quite a bit. I'm not going to say I have it all figured out, but I believe that the real issue is not learning to say no to 9 things so you can say yes to one. The real issue is if you actually say yes to something and you really mean yes, the no's will flow easily. You won't have to think about it, because if we're really committed to something, I don't care if it's, a person, somebody that you're dating, or a client relationship, or, in my case, working with my sales team on something specific that I've promised them I would do, and I've decided to make that the top priority for the next month or so. If you really mean yes, then the no's are going to be easy. You're not going to have to sit there and learn to say no, right? So I would contend that really what it is that we're afraid of committing to something and saying yes to it. We really leave the door open to 100 other things. And so those things inevitably creep in. And when we get bored or frustrated with the thing we said yes to, we just jump to the other stuff. And you say, well, I haven't learned to say no. It's like, well, maybe. But I think in my life, if I'm really honest with myself, it's more about the fact that I haven't said an absolute, firm, unequivocal yes. And so my encouragement to our business partners, to the clients we work with, particularly the startup firms and stuff that have less experience, in leadership, is make your yeses really count. Think carefully. And when you say yes, don't just say it, but do it. And people will stop trying to distract you with other things. One of the things I find is it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you say yes to things, people learn to respect that, right? They stop trying to distract you and convince you to do other things, because they've learned that your yes really means like, yeah, this is the thing I'm doing. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm focusing on it. And they, that you really own your goals. And then what happens is they get on board with those. So it's kind of self-reinforcing. Your employees, your team, your customers, your business partners, they all get on board with that yes, because they realize that's where you're going. And if they don't like that direction, they leave. And so rather than being a distraction, they're gone. So I find that it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy if you learn to firmly, clearly, and decisively say yes to something, and that the no's and all the distractions kind of take care of themselves if you do it.